Forget polished restorations and six-figure classics. This video is about real project cars. Rusty, incomplete, and dirt-cheap classics sitting right now between $650 and $2,000. Some have no titles, some barely run, and some were never meant to be saved. But every single one has a story and a chance if you're crazy enough. Car number 1, 1968 Ford LTD, Barre, Massachusetts, $975. Starting this list with a full-size Lanyard, a 1968 Ford LTD 4-door, and yes, it's very rusty. This one was bought strictly as a parts car, and it shows. The grille is gone, the body is rough, and rust has taken over most of what you see. That said, underneath all that decay sits a 392-barrel V8, automatic transmission, power steering, power disc brakes, factory air, and a 9-inch rear end. The seller says it did run when purchased 2 years ago, which already makes it more valuable than it looks. Honestly, this is either a drivetrain donor, a demolition derby build, or a save it if you're brave kind of project. Nothing in between. Car number 2, 1968 Mercury Monterey, Chesterfield, Virginia, $2,000. Next up is a big body Mercury Monterey from 1968, finished in black on black, at least what's left of it. Mileage is unknown, there's no title and no keys, so this one is clearly an as-is, no questions asked deal. Cars like these usually end up as parts donors or long-term projects sitting in the back of the shop. Still, Monterey bodies are getting harder to find, and if you already have paperwork plans or a donor title, this could be worth the gamble. Not beginner-friendly, but very honest. Car number 3, 1960 Chevrolet Bel Air, Richmond, Kentucky, $1,800. Here's a name that never loses its pull, 1960 Chevrolet Bel Air. This one's an old Alabama car that's been sitting for years, bought from a scrap dealer, and comes with no title. It needs floor pans, and the seller doesn't know the condition of the engine or transmission, which tells you everything about how long it's been parked. Still, the body style alone makes this tempting. This isn't a weekend fixer. It's a long-term resurrection, the kind you start because you love the shape, not because it makes financial sense. Car number 4, 1980 Dodge Aspen RT, Bridgeton, New Jersey, $1,950. This one's interesting, a real A57 code Dodge Aspen RT, not just a badge job. Under the hood is a 318 V8, backed by a 904 automatic, and the car runs and drives. It has a salvage title, front frame rail issues, and needs metalwork, but it also has new brakes, new exhaust, and even comes with a repair panel for the driver's side. Not perfect, not pretty, but as far as Mopar projects go under $2,000, this is actually pretty solid. Car number 5, 1977 Ford Ranchero, listed as Ranger Custom, $2,000. Closing part 1 with something you don't see every day, a 1977 Ford Ranchero. It's got a 351 Windsor, automatic transmission, and a surprisingly decent brown interior. The seller says it will run with a little work, which usually means fuel, ignition, and patience. These are cool because they sit right between muscle car and truck, and they're not getting more common. Rough, yes, but unique enough to be worth a second look.
Car number 6, 1940 Buick Two-Door, Palmyra, Virginia, $2,000. This is old school in the purest way possible. A 1940 Buick Two-Door, straight 8 engine, 3 on the tree, and absolutely not road ready. The seller did get the motor running, and the clutch engages enough to shift into gear, but there are no brakes, so it hasn't moved under its own power. This is a full restoration candidate, not a flip, and definitely not a daily. If you're into pre-war cars and you want something authentic, heavy, and mechanical, this is a real starting point, but it's going to take time, money, and patience. Car number 7, 1965 Ford Thunderbird, Marion, Ohio, $650 to $750. This one's cheap for a reason. A 1965 Thunderbird coupe, with rust where the roof meets the quarters, but the seller claims the underside is solid. Here's the catch: no steering box, and the 9-inch rear end is missing the center section. You can buy it without the rear for $650 or with the 9-inch for $750. This isn't something you drive home. It's a trade bait car, a chassis project, or a parts platform. And at this price, it's more about what you can build from it than what it is today. Car number 8, 1983 Chevrolet C10 Silverado, Poolesville, Maryland, $2,000. Compared to everything else here, this C10 almost feels civilized. The truck has 40,000 original miles, runs, and shifts through all gears, but it still needs work. It was used for a bed swap, so it's wearing a mismatched silver bed, and it needs a tune-up. It's an AC truck, but the seller is clear. This needs to be trailered. Not perfect, not clean, but if you want a square body project that actually runs, this is one of the more realistic options on this list. Car number 9, 1971 Pontiac LeMans, Crossville, Tennessee, $1,800. This one's rough, no sugarcoating it. It has an engine, but no transmission, no axles in the rear end, and comes with bill of sale only. Interior is basic bench seat tan, and the rest of the car needs a lot of work. Seller's words, not mine. This is a shell project, best suited for someone with parts already sitting in the garage. If you're starting from zero, this one will drain your motivation fast. Car number 10, 1969 International 1300D Dually, Seneca, South Carolina, $1,500. Ending the list with something different, a 1969 International 1300D Dually flatbed. It's running an SBC 350 paired with a 4-speed Muncie, and the seller says it will run, it just needs the distributor timed. It also needs a brake master cylinder, so again, not road ready. You get a 10-foot flatbed, a pile of extra parts, a clean South Carolina title, and delivery might even be an option. Big, weird, heavy, and cool. Not for everyone, but definitely memorable. And that's the list. No show cars, no easy flips. Just real project cars sitting right now in the $650 to $2,000 range. Rusty, incomplete, and honest about what they are. If you had to pick one to drag home and commit to, which one would you choose and why? Drop it in the comments, hit subscribe if you like this no-nonsense style, and I'll see you in the next project list.